Here is a video from Sky News highlighting the different reactions between the capture of Maduro.
El pueblo en la calle indignado, molesto, aquí estamos, no nos vamos a retirar de la calle hasta que sepamos de nuestro presidente Nicolás Maduro Moro. Nuestra vicepresidenta pidió una fe de vida, nosotros estamos en la calle pidiendo la fe de vida, que nos devuelvan a nuestro presidente que lo han secuestrado.
I went online and I was like looking at all the news, and I was just like with like the feeling of I want to cry, but also I'm happy. I'm hoping for peace of all, for being able to celebrate with my family and reunite with my family there, still have family there, and to see them again.
So Maduro supporters are very adamant about having Maduro stay safe, and I agree. I don't want a hair on his head harmed. What I do want is for Venezuela to be a good society, one that does not displace 7.8 million people in the Western world. Those people have to get up, move their lives, leave family, and go to an unknown land. And I think that is just bad for the Americas as a whole. Having these refugees go about and probably end up in a lesser environment than what could be a good environment for all Venezuelans. Preventing drug operations is key to this, as drug operations promote violence in order to protect your trade routes. Now, previously I said I'm not even upset about the cocaine. I see cocaine as a peculiar little thing because cocaine is easily manufactured, and the coca leaf, the coca tree, the bush naturally grows in that region of South America. So I think it's a losing fight to try and stop the production and the local trade. I think that's a losing fight. I don't think we should get in that mess. You're not going to stop it. It grows from a tree and is easily manufactured. And I don't necessarily want to take that away from that region if that's what they like to do. More power to them, I guess. I personally disagree with it, and I don't want to see Americans addicted to that substance. So I see cocaine as a gray area, personally. I don't like associating with people that are geeked out. They don't know how to behave, and they act erratically. Uh, I am not a fan of cocaine, but policy wise, I do not see us being able to stop the production of it. Maybe we can stop the trade routes of cocaine and prohibit it from entering the United States. Maybe that's doable. I don't think we should focus on the cocaine aspect of Maduro, but rather focus on the inhumane treatment he has implemented onto Venezuela, creating one of the world's largest humanitarian crises. If we get the illegal immigrants out of our country and then allow the countries that they come from to implement law and order, that's all we're asking for. We're not asking you to not be communist. We just want your problems to be your problems and not your problems be our problems, because that's what is happening. Illegal immigration coming into America, eroding the cultures and values of Americans, and the stability of our economy. Healthcare should not be as expensive as it is. And I think our tax dollars going to this cause, putting a band aid over the real reason why they are here, is hurting the American people. Maybe some corporatization is also really bad. I'm also against that. Heavy corporatization. Donald Trump is helping that. He just banned corporations from buying houses that should belong to families, right? So it's getting taken care of, but one of the main reasons why these people are here in the first place is because their country is so horrible. Over 7.9 million Venezuelans have fled their country due to a deep economic and political crisis. That is 7.9 million people that lack stability, that had to uproot their life and restart because of Maduro's regime. In Colombia, there's 2.8 million, and Peru, there's 1.66 million that have hosted this people that left. And, these people lack formal documentation. Like, this is a crisis. It's making everybody's life worse. And if you don't see that as a problem, what's why is confronting Maduro about this issue a bad thing? Whether or not Maduro and his predecessors have a loving heart and care for his people, this still occurred under his leadership. And I think we have a right as Venezuela's neighbors to confront him about this issue. Like, hey, dude, you've got to fix this. This is causing problems. And I think it will end up in stability if things go correctly. I want people of Venezuela, these refugees, to be able to go back to their country and be proud of where they come from. There's a lot to be thankful for if you live in Venezuela. I mean, so Venezuela's displacement causes, let's say, Colombia's displacement causes Panama's displacement, causes Mexico's displacement of peoples. In biology, we call this a cascade reaction, just like how your hormones work. And I think Maduro is a good place to start. I think he represents a figurehead of this problem to some degree.